The rave scene in general is huge. There are many different people's opinions and experiences. I just want to make it clear that I'm only speaking about my experience in the rave scene on my side of the world. I'm not claiming this to be how it is for everyone, but I really just wanted to talk about it. So, smoke something, drink something, and let's talk about the rave scene. I'm 28 years old. I started going to raves and electronic dance music festivals when I was 17. So about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. I was doing ecstasy for about a year before I even thought about going to a rave. But the most rave type stuff that we would do is search techno music on LimeWire and see what popped up. And that was it, basically. I had a friend, he ended up telling me about raves and what it's like. And if me and my friends were gonna really start rolling, we should try to go to a rave and experience what that was. He was telling me, everybody's just real chill and nice and welcoming, and everybody else is rolling and nobody's, you don't get in trouble. Like, the cops don't do nothing. You're just there to dance, and as long as you're not acting crazy, you just chill. It sounded amazing. So literally what I did was Google Southern California rave, and I came across this website called Flavor Us, FLA.VOR.US. And I bought a ticket to a rave called Juju Beats in 2009. I know Bass Nectar was headlining. Donald Glaude was there. There was a few different pretty big names there. Tickets were only, I think, $25. And me and my brother and a few friends went. And it was all, for the most part, all of our first rave. It was amazing. It was life-changing. I had never heard dubstep music until that night. My brother and I were at the very front of the stage of Bass Nectar with absolute breathing room. You could stretch your arms out left and right. It was almost like not cracking, almost. This was Bass Nectar. If you go to a Bass Nectar show now, you're not getting anywhere near the front of the crowd once he starts going. So it just kind of shows you, the differences between then and now. There's a video on it if you click on the top right. But it was amazing, life-changing. And I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but it was the beginning of myself and my friends really, really diving deep into the rave culture of Southern California, going to events like once a month, like 4 years. So many events and raves I couldn't even count. Everything from huge EDC festivals, to going to San Francisco, to ETD Pop, to little small warehouse raves in downtown LA, where I actually performed at one. There was a couple others that were just even more like underground type stuff. And I loved it. It was a huge change from who I was before. I was this very, very mean, cold person, kid. And because of raving and because of MDMA and things like that, I became a different person, a person I like more, and I'm happy I became. Did I make a lot of mistakes? Of course. Did I do a lot of stupid things? Yes. But it made me a better person. Time went on. I grew up, as did a lot of my friends. And, we all kind of went our separate ways for the most part. Some of them are still raving. Some of them go occasionally. As with anything good, if you do it too much, it's not as good or fun anymore. After a while, everything kind of just got repetitive. And, I started to tell myself, I have my baby. I had my second daughter. And EDC 2014, I think, was the one that I really realized I was kind of done. And that, this was the end, or like, not the end, but like something was going to change for me. It was an amazing festival. It was an amazing experience. I shouldn't have went. I had a pregnant girlfriend, and I was just a piece of shit for going for the, in general. But I can't lie, the experience was amazing, and I'm glad I went because it was like a good goodbye. It was like a good way to say bye and kind of get out of it the right way for me. I made a video on that at UCC as well. If you click in the top right corner, you can watch that. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that it was a long journey. Like, it changed me for the better. When it comes to the music It opened my mind to a completely new genre of music that I produce, that I DJ, that I love and enjoy. Not even just the music, the people who I spoke with and the conversations I had. And sure, probably more than half of them were super cringy and fucking tweaky, but I don't regret it. In the past few years, I feel like, not going to any raves at all. The only EDM I really hear is at like Coachella at the Sahara tent and stuff like that. It was kind of like I almost started to grow a resentment in a way for the rave scene and for like, ecstasy type it's just kind of, you grow out of it and you start to look at it like it's bad almost, or it's nasty, or never would I insult anybody or disrespect anybody, nothing like that. It's just more so like there are a lot of weird fucking people at raves and a lot of weird looking people at raves and acting people at raves, and it's just like I kind of grew like a little bit of this like I went to work at Beyond Wonderland a couple weeks ago. I worked security there, and I'm glad that I did, because it was a huge eye opener and like revelation I had that I didn't want to be this person who resented the rave scene anymore. I didn't want to be this person who just thought so negatively about these kids that are going there and getting all fucked up and acting crazy and doing stupid things, because I was that crazy kid who did stupid things, and it made me a better person for it. In general, it kind of made me realize like, fuck, why do I have so much hatred in my heart? Like, why do I hold on to these like negative thoughts? And why am I so against people who want to be close to me? Why am I against communication with other people? Like, it was a trip, because the first night that I worked there, I was placed right near this big chess piece by a fence. And basically my whole job was to stand there and make sure people didn't walk up this little stairway. But I was in the middle of where a lot of people were walking. So I'm glad that I worked there that night, because it forced me to talk to people. In the beginning of the night, I was like, trying to just keep my head down, nobody would talk to me, hoping, blah. But, as I started to talk to people and I had good moments and good experiences and conversations with people, I started to realize, like, why? I'm literally, it's just going to be more boring. Time's going to go by slower. Like, why not just quit being a bitch and enjoy what I'm doing? I'm getting paid to stand here and just tell people where the restroom is and talk to people who are scared and need help, whatever. Like, I'm getting paid for this. This is what I used to do anyways. And it was good and it was fun. I was like, why did it? And so I started thinking, I'm like, well, I was on ecstasy. And then I started looking around and talking to people, and not everybody there was on ecstasy. A lot of them were. And a lot of them were fucking fucked up. But there were quite a few people there who were not fucked up like that and who were still in good moods, and they were talking to people who were on ecstasy and just didn't have this resentment and hatred in their heart. And I could see it. And I was like, man, I don't want to be like this anymore. And Beyond Wonderland, just working it that first night, and talking to so many people really helped me again. The rave scene helped me again in 2019 to like snap out of this bullshit that I've gone through and just been in, and just this hatred, and I'm glad. It was the entire, like, I got these two candies right here from random people, right? The first one I got from just some dude who kept up, who was talking to me, and I don't think he expected me to be nice. He came and stood by me and was like, "Is it cool I'm right here?" And was kind of worried, and then we talked, and I was real chill, and he came back and gave me the candy, and it was a nuts to actually do the whole like thing, but it felt great, and it was like a highlight of my night, and it was literally just getting the candy. Like, I haven't gotten one of those in years. Back in the day, it was like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah, even then it was a big deal. But I didn't, if you would have told me that a month ago that I'd go to a rave and some guy on ecstasy would give me a candy and it would make my night, I would have been like, you're fucking tripping. But it did. It was a really good moment and experience, and it was just like, it was nice to be happy and to be nice to people. And I'm happy that I went, and I'm happy that I'm, experiencing what I'm experiencing now and trying to be more positive. And because it's not even just about obviously the rave scene. It's all just about my life as well. Like I've been talking to my wife lately about how negative I feel like I am and how I just don't want to be that way no more. So it was really, really good to go. Like I said, the first night I talked to a bunch of people. The second night I was actually front stage of what was called the Cheshire Woods. And it was basically like the house stage. And I was literally from here to that couch, but next to a wall of speakers the entire night, right in front of it. My entire job was to be at the barricades and make sure nobody jumped over the barricades. Fucking 11 hours I was right there. I think over 8.5 hours I had music blasting in my face. And there were moments where it was really hard, but it was, for the most part, another great experience to just enjoy that music, to see the crowd, and to kind of just look at people and see their happiness in them. You know, give water to people who needed it, and just for them to be so thankful and people to be nice there. And I got another candy from some random dude and it said Cheshire Woods on it. It was just really dope. I met a few people there who know my YouTube videos. I got recognized by 2 people. One girl, I feel like I feel like I was kind of too short with her because I was walking on my lunch and she kind of caught me off guard and I was like super faded because of my fucking stizzy. And I think I was kind of too short with her. You know, she was like, "Hi, are you a YouTuber?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I just kind of like stood there and kind of looked at Armin van Buuren, and then she was like, "All right, well, I'll see you later, bye." And I feel like I should have said thank you and talked to you a little bit more. So I apologize for that. But I did say thank you and I appreciate you, so it wasn't that bad. But anyways, it was a great night. I saw Deadmau5. I saw Zoo open. It was amazing. There's so many different moments of that night that were dope. But what I'm really, really grateful for was just the realization and to get the little bit of a glimpse back into what made me a better person. And to realize, like, damn, like, yeah, it made me a better person, but I might have slowly been getting back into my old bullshit the past couple years. And, like, I don't want to. So, yeah. Thank you, Beyond Wonderland 2019, for the money that I made there that night and for the mind I made there that night. Yeah. As far as if I'm gonna be going to raves in the future, I want to. I'm just broke. EDC sounds like something I would love to do. I might even work there. I'll be working all the raves for sure around Southern California as much as I can. But I definitely want to attend one soon. So somebody buy me a ticket to EDC. Just a Sunday ticket. Sunday ticket and I'm there. This has been fun. I've been meaning to make this video for a while. Peace, love, unity, and respect to all you guys. I really do love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Check out audible484.com for the merch. It's down right now, but it should be back up in the next few days. I apologize for that. We're just having a little bit of issues. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Smoke something, drink something, and I'll see you guys next time.